Hey guys, how you doing tonight? This is Bear with Bear's Den Acrylic Art, and we are back with another painting video. So before me, I have a 16 by 20 gallery wrap deep edge canvas that you can see part of it is painted in this lovely cadmium red. So I am going to be continuing my little adventures in split base Dutch pour. The large piece that I did a couple nights ago just turned out so well that I'm going to be, just kind of exploring this a little bit further. So yes, we're going to be doing reds tonight, which is a little outside of my comfort zone. I typically gravitate towards more cooler colors, but for whatever reason, this is what was speaking to me tonight. So we are going to be using a bevy of reds, starting with, this is TLP Maraschino, which, I have mixed with some Golden's Gloss Gel, and then a little bit of, probably half an ounce of Gloss Gel, 2 healthy scoops of the pigment, a squirt of the Liquitex Gloss Varnish, and then maybe 2 ounces of Floetrol and a little bit of water to thin. All right, so this drizzles very nicely off of the stick, and it leaves just a trace of a mound before sinking back in on itself. So Maraschino, we have Winsor & Newton Alizarin Crimson. We have Grenache by this little piggy, Pigments, which is one of my favorites. We have Raspberry Flash by Folk Art. Everyone's favorite Bordeaux Red by Arteza. Golden's Alizarin Crimson. And can you see the difference? Winsor & Newton Alizarin Crimson, Golden's Alizarin Crimson. This I like better, but I need lighter values of red. We are going to be closing that out with Metallic Black Cherry by Modern Masters. And I'm going to be adding some highlights and contrast with Golden's Iridescent Pearl, Liquitex Payne's Gray, and the Xanadu Gold by Chroma, which is a little less in your face than the 24K. So those are our colors. Let me get this base covered, and I will meet you back here in just a moment. Okay, friends, as you can see, I have the canvas partially flooded. What I am going to do is I am going to layer the colors, following this contour, and then I'm going to build them out. And then Drew Barrymore is going to blow all of the reds over, leaving this just negative space, okay? So I have, this is the Maraschino. So what I'm going to do is build up this contour, and then I am going to come back in, and with the rest of the colors, I'm going to build it up this way, and then I'm going to come back in with the same colors and kind of stagger them from lightest to darkest. And hopefully that will yield me the result that I am looking for. All right, so this is the Winsor & Newton. Helps to open the bottle all the way. Next, going down, this is the Grenache. Which is just such a lovely, lovely deep red. All right, next, the Raspberry Flash. Followed by the Bordeaux Red, which seems to want to fight me. There we go. Then the Goldens, Alizarin Crimson. Followed by the metallic black cherry. Now I'm hoping that between the metallic black cherry and the Payne's gray, this will give it some depth. Because I don't want to go too heavy-handed with the Payne's gray. But we're just going to be a little bit liberal with the iridescent pearl and a little less liberal with the Xanadu gold. All right. So now what I can do is I can start building the colors out. Starting from the bottom. All right, and if it's not, 100% covered, that's okay. So that was the black cherry. This is the Golden's Alizarin Crimson. All right, so you can see, the basic idea is just to have some of the colors overlap. This is the Bordeaux. Followed by the Raspberry Flash. Followed by the Grenache, which I'm going to do this a little bit slower because it's not in a squeeze bottle. Go a little bit more only because I like this color so much. Then the Winsor & Newton Alizarin Crimson. So up here, I do want to make sure that I have enough paint to blow over. So if you're thinking, Bear, that's an awful lot of red. I am just literally, quite literally, covering my bases. And then the Maraschino. Okay. So now, I'm going to come back in with the Payne's Gray, and I am going to just do another bead following the contour. And then we're just going to go in with the white. Or the iridescent pearl, I'm sorry. And then the gold. So I guess this would be considered like a chaos style, which, you know, this is... If you've been watching my videos, you know that I'm fairly measured when it comes to my paintings. I generally don't like, you know, I don't like wrecking ring pours and, you know, stuff like that. So chaos is not so easy when you are a very type A kind of person, like I am. And I'm going back in with even more because I am afraid that I added too much gold because I was talking. But you know what? This is going to be what it's going to be. And we are just going to have to take it from there. So, quick torch to pop the billions of air bubbles. Now, I should note before I do blow this out that all of the paints, you know, it's my standard, you know, 2 parts US Floetrol to 1 part paint to about 0.7 parts water for a Dutch pour. You know, obviously some, like the soft body paints took a little less water. You know, the Bordeaux took a little bit more. You know, so it really just depends. You just want everything to be the right consistency. All right, so plan of attack. We blow up first and then out. So, fingers crossed. Drew Barrymore, let's go to work. All right. So now we blow out. And yeah, I'm going to start at the top and work my way down. Huh, okay. All right, the only thing that's not working for me, because the rest is, I'm really digging this. So the only part that is not working for me is right here. Things kind of got a little bit wonky. So the beauty of this is we go back in. And we do not need a whole lot. And I'm going to be very, very kind of stingy with this iridescent pearl because there's already a good bit happening. But I do want some of the gold, and I do want some, just a little bit of the Payne's gray, just to kind of anchor. All right. See? Done and done. Now, the only thing is right here. There is a lot of the, I guess this is the maraschino that is popping up under the base coat. And it's because this got real thick. So we're going to see if we can fix it with the straw without exposing too much. If not, I'm just going to scrape this little bit and put down some more white. Yeah. That's not working for me. But easily remedied. Now, one thing I'm very glad, and you will see this when I bring you in for the look-see, is that there is no pink. There is no pink, which is always, it's always a risk when you know, you're using red and white. But I'm just going in and just being as thorough as I can. And anything that is still visible, you know, after it dries, I can just go over. That's easy enough. But I always like the kind of root end of these blowouts to be on the thinner side as far as the width goes. So, yeah. That's just me being OCD. All right, so as you can see, there is, you know, I probably am going to have to just touch this up. And let's not forget the edge. Perfect. Okay. So, all in all, I'm kind of digging this, and I hope you will too. So I am going to fix up some of these edges, and I'll show you when I get you down here. I should have blown down this way a little bit more because the edges here aren't 100% covered, but that is easily fixed because I have all of these wonderful, wonderful drippings. But I like this. It's, I don't know, it's dramatic in my eyes. So anyway, enough of me chit-chatting. Let me bring you down here. I will see you in just a minute. Okay, friends. So as you can see, I have changed the orientation of the camera just because this is, you know, a vertical orientation as opposed to horizontal. But this gives you the full canvas in view. And I like that it looks like, I don't know, like a leaf that's just burning, you know, just something very autumnal. So if we go in, you know, this is the part that I blew out again, and I'm very glad that I did. I love that there are some cells. There is, you know, some lacing. I like that there is contrast with the iridescent pearl and the Payne's gray. Although the Golden's alizarin crimson is shouldering some of that weight as well. But you can see there's just some really great texture to this piece overall. So I am super happy with this. Okay, oh, I love these little clusters of cells right here. And, you know, to show you the edge, I just took some of the drippings and just touched them up, so at least it's not just like the cadmium red. Now, as you can see, like right here, I am going to go in when this is dry and just, you know, get rid of, you know, the little, you know, red streaks. So overall, ladies and gentlemen, I am really, really happy with how this turned out.
All right, friends. Well, thank you so much for joining me for this painting video. This was a lot of fun. I hope everyone is enjoying the cooler weather. I know that I am. I am very much a person who is into the cooler weather of autumn and somewhat winter, depending on how cool or cold. Yeah. So anyway, if you are new to my channel and you like what you see, please consider hitting that subscribe button and hitting that like. If you are so inclined, hit that bell icon so you can be notified of when I upload new content. And please, by all means, leave a comment. I will do my best to get back to you in a timely fashion, but I always love getting feedback. So, with that said, this and all of my other work is available for purchase. You can find my other work on my finally updated and launched website, www.bearsdenacrylicart.com. You can also go on Facebook or Instagram and find me at Bears Den Acrylic Art. You can also email me directly at bear@bearsdenacrylicart.com, and we can chat it up. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of the cooler weather, and it'll probably be the weekend by the time that you see this. So I hope everyone's having a great weekend. So take care. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, friends, here we are with the dried results of this very red and very autumnal piece. We are going to zoom in. So, pardon the overhead light, it gives quite the glare. But, how this dried, you can see there's so much texture. I love the tone on tone. This is going to varnish up really well. I still love these little clusters. These parts right here where the Payne's gray got mixed in, I think look really great. So, like I said, I cannot wait to varnish this. This is going to look so good. There is just enough gold. There is just enough of the iridescent pearl, where this piece just looks really festive, really vibrant, and it has a lot of movement. So yes, overall, I am really happy.